does it create a win-win situation for all the parties which are involved? The ECA, which is when it backs any financing, the government's benefits because the country where the ECA is based, their manufacturers and exporters are able to export more and the country gets more inflows of export. They have more export flows. The exporters are gaining more because they are able to increase their volumes. They can export more. Banks are willing to lend once they say ECA is involved in the equation or the structuring. So they reduce and eliminate the risk of financing deals. Buyers can secure long-term finance at low price. So all the parties involved, when the ECA gets involved, all are benefiting.
Sir, only one doubt on the last point which you said. On a low price, how is it compared with?
It is compared with the long-term financing. If you typically take a long-term financing, can I address this once I finish the presentation?
Please.
I'll do that. Yeah. What are some other benefits of ECA-backed financing? When ECA gets involved, there is a buyer, there is seller, importer and exporter. Importer, let's say, sitting in India, and the exporter in some European country. To European country, ECA is extending the cover. So for the buyer, the risk suddenly from the corporate, it becomes sovereign because ECA cover is there. Then the institution which gets involved in funding the buyer for purchase of goods or services, for the institution it becomes a sovereign risk or backed up by sovereign risk, which has an impact on long tenure, and the institution or the bank is not afraid of giving long tenure to the borrower because of the ECA. Then it has low pricing, that is with comparison to long-term tenure. Flexibility to draw down. The borrower can draw down the money in 1 or 2 or 3 years, up to 3 years, as and when they need once the facility is approved. And flexibility to repay. It can be structured from 3 to 10 years.